We're your hosts, Miles.
And I'm Sam, and we're so excited to have you back for day 3 of the festival. Hey, it's Sam, and welcome to day 3 of our featured films of the day. So, as you know, probably by now, we are featuring 10 films a day throughout the festival. So, this is our 3rd day of featured films. We only have 1 day left after this. So please pay attention, watch these films, they're all incredible. So yeah, here's our first featured film. Okay, so our first featured film for today is Choice, directed by Jared Press. Now, Choice is about something really serious, but something that's super important. It's a dialogue that I think we need to open up and talk about more, especially in the United States. It can be a very tricky subject to navigate, and I think that's part of why it's important to talk about. The film is about abortion, so please keep that in mind when you watch it, and keep an open mind as you watch the film. So yeah, and here is the introduction video for Choice by the director, Jared.
Hi, I'm Jared Press, and I'm a senior at NYU Tisch School of the Arts. I'm very excited to share with you my short film, Choice. Choice is about a young woman seeking an abortion who comes face to face with her best friend protesting outside the clinic. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoy.
And our second featured film for today is Growing Peace in the Middle East, which is directed by Stephen Hoffen. Now, Stephen is a 7th grader. He's super adorable and a great filmmaker. I'm just so impressed by the quality of content and the content that Stephen is creating. The film is super educational. It is opening up a dialogue about something really, really important. And I think Stephen's approach to filmmaking is so impressive for a 7th grader, for a professional filmmaker, for anyone. So I definitely recommend that you check it out. It's a great documentary, and you won't want to miss it. And here is the introduction video for the film by Stephen.
Hi, I'm Stephen Hoffen. I'm from New York City, and I made the film Growing Peace in the Middle East. After traveling to Israel in 2019, I was inspired to tell the story of Sindiana of Galilee, a nonprofit organization working to make a big difference in the world by both empowering women through science and uniting Arab and Jewish communities. Learn more about the film by checking out my website at growingpeacefilm.com.
Okay, so the third film that we're showcasing today is Notice Tollins, directed by Starla Blatcher. Notice Tollins is basically the feeling of realizing that your life isn't making sense anymore. So that's just kind of where the name of the film comes from, and it definitely relates to the story because this has to do with COVID and basically a teenage boy realizing that his new sheltered quarantine life is not making any sense. And I feel like this film is incredibly relatable due to the world that we're all currently living in. So I definitely think that y'all should check it out. It's a great story, and it is a very well done film on all aspects. And here is the introduction video for Notice Tollins by the director Starla.
Hi, my name is Starla Blatcher, and I am the writer and director of the short film, Notice Tollins. This film's message highlights the difficulties that young men have with being able to show their emotions. There's a stigma that young men have to be braver and tougher, and knowing the importance of being vulnerable is lost. With this film taking place during the pandemic, Camden, the protagonist, slowly breaks down and learns how to express himself. I hope you enjoy the film.
And the fourth film that we are featuring today is Rosie, directed by Mark Shaba. Rosie is a story about a little girl who is a ballerina, and she's kind of struggling with how she views her mother and her relationship with her mother, who is not the best parent to her. And so you see that internal and external struggle that she's going with as her big ballet performance is approaching. Now this film is just so aesthetically pleasing. I mean, the cinematography and the editing in this film is top notch, and the acting from the lead little girl is so great. So I hope that you can check it out. We unfortunately do not have an introduction video for Rosie, but if you're interested in watching the film, here's a little teaser of Rosie. Okay, so the fifth film that we're featuring today is C, or in Spanish, it's pronounced Ver. This is by Jorge Lezama, and this story is just, it's so captivating. The film is beautiful. I mean, the colors, the effects, everything, it's just so well done. Now, this story follows two boys who change each other's lives. And one of the boys he's blind, and he is a very talented piano player. So not only is the story super captivating, but the film is just so well done. It's one of my favorites in the festival. It reminds me of a lot of the kind of content that I like to watch. If you are familiar with Luca Guadagnino, he made Call Me By Your Name and We Are Who We Are. This film definitely is similar aesthetics-wise. So if you like that type of style, I definitely recommend watching the film. And here is the introduction video by the director, Jorge.
Hi, I'm Jorge Lezama. I'm from Mexico, director of the film Ver, in English C, which was made during the pandemic to showcase how unity can help us achieve also what seems impossible. Thank you, Fentress Film Festival, for selecting our film, and we hope everyone enjoys it. Thank you.
All right, and the sixth film that we are showcasing today is called Short, which is directed by Sam Chuck. Now, Short is a hilarious comedy film. It's trying to be a romance, but it's not. There's really no way to describe what happens in this film because I don't want to give anything away, but let me tell you, the effects that Sam edited into this film are top notch. It is so funny, so well done, and editing wise and with the cinematography, this is for sure a professional film. So please check it out, and here is the introduction video by the director, Sam.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Chuck, writer and director and editor of Short. First off, I want to thank the Fentress Film Festival and their team for including my short film in their festival. It took a long time from taking shots that look like this and turning them into this to create Short. So, on behalf of myself and the entire cast and creative team, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so the seventh film that we're featuring today is called Side Effects, directed by Cyan Shreve. Now, this film follows a young woman, and she is in school. She is in her Africana Studies class, and they have just learned about the Tuskegee experiments done on Black people in America. Meanwhile, she also just got her COVID-19 vaccine, and after learning about the Tuskegee experiments, she is a little bit anxious about her vaccine. And it is such a well-done film, so well-rounded. I loved the writing, the acting, and the editing. It was just fantastic, and I think it's a really educational film as well. So please check it out. And here is the introduction video by the director, Cyan.
Hello, hello. My name is Cyan Shreve, and I am the director and writer of Side Effects. This short film is about a college student who is experiencing side effects of a new vaccine as she is attempting to finish her final exam. This film unpacks the fear surrounding medicine and doctors as it delves into the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, as well as how doctors mistreated enslaved Africans during the transatlantic slave trade. And I would love to give a huge shout out to Mackenzie Smith, who is an incredible actress and a wonderful person to work with. With that being said, thank you so much for watching.
The 8th film that we're showcasing today is called Still Tides, directed by John Moeller. Still Tides follows a woman who is lonely. She just wants to have some sort of human connection, make one friend. I feel as though that this is a very relatable film to anybody who's an introvert or who is kind of lonely, which I think during COVID a lot of us have felt that feeling. So I definitely think that y'all can relate to it. I know I did. It's a great film, so please check it out. And here is the introduction video by the director John and by the lead actress.
Hi, my name's John Moeller. I'm the director of Still Tides, a short narrative piece. The story is about a girl named Margaret who is facing loneliness and even depression, being at home, and she's trying to break out of that cycle to go and explore the world a little bit more. And I think this really relates to a lot of people, especially during COVID and quarantine times, who aren't, exploring the world and meeting new people as much as they might like to. I really want to thank a lot of people. First off, Fentress Film Festival for allowing us to show this film. As well as the cast crew did a phenomenal job. Ariana Bostic killed it with the character as Margaret, and the other cast as well. Grace Mary did a phenomenal job on the composition of the film, making all the original music. She has so much talent, which is just so fortunate to work with her. Really just the whole cast and crew was phenomenal, and my professor Gautam Chopra. Once again, thank you Fentress Film Festival for allowing us to show this film. It was a phenomenal ride and a great project to work on.
Hi, my name is Ariana Bostic, and I played Margaret in the film Still Tides. I really enjoyed working on this film and playing Margaret. I think her longing for a connection with people not only showed humility in her character, but I think it was super relatable, especially after experiencing the last year and a half of this pandemic. It was an absolute honor to be able to embody her character and play a role in telling John Moeller's incredible story. First, I want to thank Fentress Film Festival for showing our film. I also want to thank our incredibly talented director, John Moeller, who was an absolute pleasure to work with. And I want to thank the cast, the crew for doing such an awesome job, especially Grace Mary. Everyone added so much to the story, and I'm just so grateful to be able to work on a film that means so much to us, and hopefully you guys all enjoy it.
The 9th film that we're showcasing today is called Sunshine, directed by Abigail Carl. Now, Sunshine is a very grounded and realistic film depicting what it's like to be quarantining during COVID-19. It follows the relationship of a mother and a daughter, and this film was so beautiful, so touching, and definitely very relatable for, I think, most of us during this time. So please check it out, and here is the introduction video by the director, Abigail.
Hi, I'm Abby, the writer and director of Sunshine. In making this film, I wanted to show a child's perspective of the COVID-19 pandemic and many of the hardships families across the country are facing. Thank you to my amazing crew, who I couldn't have made this film without.
Perfect. Action.
So we're recording the camera, and the camera's...
Okay, guys, you want to see it?
Thank you to Fentress Films for selecting us, and we hope you enjoy the movie.
All right, now the 10th and final film that we're featuring today is called The Shoes, which is directed by Andreas Rothbart. Now, The Shoes is a mystery thriller about a young teenage boy who is confessing to a crime, and he's confessing on camera. It's super, super interesting. I love the way that they chose to tell the perspective of the story. It's so unique, and it kept me really on the edge of my seat the entire film. So I definitely recommend that you watch it, especially if you're a fan of mystery thrillers, crime films. Check it out. And here is the introduction video by the director, Andreas.
Hi, my name is Andreas Rothbart, and I'm an 18-year-old filmmaker. I wrote and directed The Shoes, a 7-minute fictional short centered on a teenage boy who is driven to kill his mentally and physically abusive stepfather. I wanted to shoot a film about a challenging relationship told from the point of view of a victim who then becomes the perpetrator of an unspeakable crime. The film is both intimate and challenging and tries to tackle a difficult subject matter with compassion. I hope you.
Okay, so that's all I have today for the 10 featured films. Please join me again tomorrow for the final day of featured films for the festival. We're going to be featuring 10 more films, including Belief, Between the Headphones, Denial, 18, Every Color at Once, Lily, Line of Work, Painting the World, She Looks Like Me, and Zone 38. So that's all I have. Thanks! As a reminder, I'm teaching a masterclass tomorrow on Zoom, so please join us for that.
And that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Zoom.
Yeah, and we sent you the link, so please join us if you can, and if you don't have the link for whatever reason, please email us and we'll definitely get that to you. This is just another interactive event for all the selected filmmakers, and it'll be super fun. We definitely recommend you come no matter what experience level you have, because it's going to be mostly just interactive and all of us discussing and giving each other advice and tips on how to create a production company, how to submit to film festivals, and all that good stuff. So please come. We would really like to see you there.
Hi, just as a reminder, voting is still open for the Fentress Fan Favorite Award on Vimeo.com. The link is either below this video, or you can check it out on our website. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow!